What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of the Brandon Janeau Show. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau. Like always, on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brandon Janeau Show. Social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, Brandon Janeau Show, and of course, like always, YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show. Let's get into it. Today's episode is my series Bleed Black and Gold. Man. Okay, so the Saints played today. Played earlier today. 17-18 loss to the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. A lot of things to dissect from this game. Lots of things to dissect from this game. But um, first half of the game for us was dominant. Um, we played dominant. We played them uh, pretty damn well. Um, we avoided penalties, turnovers early in the game, which was very important. The one standout of this game, which I was pissed off about in week one. Week two, I felt like we did a better job of it, but then in week this game was just again it showed what the fuck we are lacking, and that is offensive line. These dudes cannot block a fucking soul. They suck at offensive line. Like this is for 3 straight weeks now. Derek Carr has been hit and sacked, and now this week it cost us Derek fucking Carr. Like you cannot have a fucking. We go into halftime up 17-0. The defense is literally a bend but don't break defense. That's what we play. Um, for the most part, we were winning this game. We should have won this game. But just like John DeVilleman was saying on the broadcast, in the first half, is this defense going to get tired? Because you got to realize in the first half of the game, we had literally a drive where Green Bay was driving the ball, and then they punt the ball to us. And Rashid Shaheed ran it back for a punt return for a touchdown. And then they literally got back on the fucking field. The defense got back on the field after that and had to again stop them. And after a while, you get tired. And in the second half, too many fucking three and outs. Too many penalties started to kick in for the offensive line. Something that we were doing so great in the first half was no penalties, no turnovers, nothing really to avoid anything. Going to the second half, and all of the fucking penalties come our way. It just didn't work. Again, like I said, Derek Carr gets injured in this game. I just got word on Bleacher Report that it's nothing serious. He will be out for a couple of games, but it's nothing serious. It's not a serious injury, but he will miss a couple of weeks, couple of games. Um, which means Jameis Winston had to play. And when James got in the game, Michael Thomas got more of the ball, but you can tell the offense was just off. You couldn't run the ball, which is one thing. The fact that the offensive line could not block the pass rush, and the second thing is, it's not only that you couldn't block the pass rush, you can't run the fucking ball. Like the fact that they cannot create open lanes for the running game is the worst fucking thing for this team. Excuse me. This is the this is last week. Like I said, last week is one thing. You played Carolina and you kind of got some running game going. This week, just like the Tennessee game, it's not these defenses. It's just our fucking running game. We can't get shit going. This is the same problem I had with them in fucking preseason. You cannot block anybody in the run game, which leads to the pass game where you cannot have Jameis Winston on the field and tell him to go throw the fucking ball every fucking time we're on the field. That's not smart. If it's a long second or whatever, you got to run the ball, man. You got to continue to try to get something. The fact of the matter is, this fucking offensive line suck. the fact that we got to now have a couple of weeks with James Winston. And I said literally last week, the reason why Derek Carr is our quarterback is because for late game situations when he can make a throw, that Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, Ian Book, Trevor Simeon, Andy Dalton, they can't fucking make. He's in the situation that he's in because of that reason. And despite what people want to say, James Winston does not fit the fucking mold for right now for what we need a quarterback to be. He can't run. I've never seen a guy that has had the mobile skills that is literally just like, I don't want to run. Even in Chicago with Justin Fields, they're forcing him not to run. They're telling him not to run. Read the progressions. James Winston could just run the fucking ball. He could get the fuck out the pocket, but he doesn't want to. And that's the problem. You're not a pocket quarterback. You never was. The fact of the matter is, this is why we had a Derek Carr. We signed Derek Carr. We brought him in because he can make the throws that we can. The last two games, what I've said, if we had Derek Carr in that game, in that situation, in the last for that last drive, if they did come back, Green Bay came back and led the game. If we had Derek Carr at that time, I bet money we at least get a field goal. Do we get the field goal kicker in good range? The fact of the matter is, we don't have that. Usually, our offensive line is actually pretty solid, but we suck. Cesar Ruiz, who also got injured in this game, he has a concussion. I don't know how long he's going to be out. It seemed like they completely switched this offensive line the last couple of years, and I don't know why. This rookie, the Trevor Penning, listen, this is full. This is his first full season as a guy, but the Saints have to learn how to run the fucking ball. This is getting to the point now where the last couple of years, this is literally starting to feel like the last couple of years where, especially with Jameis Winston now having to be the quarterback for the next couple of weeks, which however long Derek Carr is going to be physically out for the next couple of weeks, Jameis Winston is our quarterback. We have to figure out a way to help him. One way is Alvin Kamara comes back next Sunday against Tampa Bay in New Orleans. Hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, we can actually win this game. I don't know if we can. The second half, the defense was fucking exhausted. You can literally see it on their face. The fact that they could not get off the field, which Green Bay did an amazing job. I gotta give Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love their respect because they did an amazing job. They knew to avoid getting yourself in late. First of all, Green Bay didn't have too many penalties in the second half, which again, like I said, it completely flip flopped in the first half to the second half for us and them. Momentum, of course, was literally on their side. But the fact that when Derek Carr went out, I really did feel like we lost. I felt like we lost that game. But anyway, but they kept the rotation. They kept the same people in, which tired the defense out. And when you can't rotate people in and out, it doesn't matter if you're playing man to man or cover two. You're gonna get your ass beat. You're gonna lose. The fact that we also had no Paulson Debo, which as much as I don't like Paulson Debo sometimes, the dude is a solid fucking cornerback. And the fact that they kept working, the side where the new guy was in, you're gonna go at him every time. And his name, Green Bay was smart enough to know we ain't testing Marshawn Lattimore. We ain't testing him. They tested Taylor a couple times, and they got what, one catch? It was a big catch, but they got like one good catch out of it. It was the most important catch because it got him down the field to get that touchdown. But the thing about the Saints is this: we were up 17-0. When Derek Carr went down, we lost. That team just completely, the defense got tired. The defense got tired. The offense just went to shit after that. Just went to fucking bad. You couldn't run the ball. You didn't even try to run the ball. Kendrick Miller played really well. He played today. He played really well. Um, but they didn't really try to do a lot of shit in the second half. And I get it because now you became like a just don't fuck up the game and let the defense win the game for us. But again, when you're playing late, you got a bunch of penalties, bunch of flags. And then on that last drive, even before the last drive, the second to last drive, when they got the ball back, you have fucking receivers running the same fucking route or in the same fucking vicinity where the ball is going. What the fuck was that? Like, there was literally one play before the 2 minute one in the game. with a damn Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, and Rashad Shaheed are all in the same damn vicinity of the ball. What the fuck play was that? Y'all are running the wrong fucking play, bro. There's no way in hell three receivers should be on the same goddamn route. That's crazy. In the same vicinity of each other. That's nuts. Now I don't know if that's a Pete Carmichael thing or if it's just a Jameis Winston thing or that's just a receiver thing. But they gotta figure that shit out. That's fucking embarrassing. You had Green Bay with no people, Jameer Alexander, all of these weapons, the best cornerback for the Green Bay Packers, pretty much one of the best defensive players, literally out of the game. He is not even playing, and you could not take advantage of it at all. And here's the thing: if Derek Carr was healthy, we probably would have won a game. I'm gonna be honest with you. We probably would have won a game because again, he would have understood to step up in the fucking pocket to avoid sacks. Jameis Winston is literally standing in the pocket and not even trying to step up. He's just trying to throw the ball. You can't do that. You cannot win a game like that. The fact of the matter is, we lost this game in the second half on all three phases. We just did not play up to what the fuck we need to play up to. That defense got fucking exhausted in the second half. Every damn drive we had a three and out. That's not good football. Every damn drive we had a three and out in the second half. And then you put a rookie on the fucking in Lambeau Field and tell him to go make a 46-yard field goal. You didn't even try to get a good play out of the play that you had after the 2 minute warning. You didn't even try. You just threw the ball to Chris Olave. It was like, man, just get some yards, and we burnt the rookie out there. In what world does a rookie make a 46-yard fucking field goal in Lambeau Field when all of the momentum has flipped over? What world? I didn't understand that shit. We're 2-1. Atlanta lost today. They're 2-1. Like I said, we play Tampa next week in New Orleans. Um, they got to go with a whole new game plan. I literally don't know what the Saints are gonna do. Um, offensively, I can't even explain to y'all what the fuck the Saints should do offensively. Hopefully next week. Like I said, Alvin Kamara hopefully be back next. Alvin Kamara being back next week hopefully helps us out. For the most part, man, that defense plays solid. We did a great thing, but one thing we gotta fix is the offensive line play, and we gotta run the fucking ball. Like this is the second of three games where I've got on here and I literally said, even in preseason, I was saying I don't like the fact that we don't run the ball. This offensive line sucks at running the ball, and we can't even get a goddamn pass blocking right because our defense sucks. It is a terrible situation. And on Bleacher Report, they're saying that Carr looks like he has a sprained AC, sprained AC ligament in his shoulder. So he might be out for a couple of weeks. But that offense, man, we might have to literally turn to Taysom Hill for running the ball until we figure out the running game situation. Because that's the only time we get something going in the running game. Like I said, hopefully Alvin Kamara coming back next week against Tampa, we figure something out. But man, I'm not happy about this. I'm the reason why we could win 17, we could win 16, 15, we could win the two games we've won so far is because we had the quarterback, the offense, the defense, because the defense hadn't been on the field for that much fucking playing time because the offense at least could continue to move the ball. The fact of the matter is in the second half, we didn't do any of that. And yeah, I know people are gonna say, well, Brandon, Derek Carr was in the game for that first half possession that they had. Yeah, in the first second half possession that we had, he got sacked and then he got injured. And after that, it was literally like, just don't fuck up the game plan. Just don't fuck up. Just don't do anything stupid. But at least try to move the fucking football. The fact of the matter is, we just completely gave the fuck up at the end of that game. Too many three and outs in the second half. You put your defense on that field too much. They're gonna get fucking exhausted. Exactly what we did the last couple of seasons when we didn't have a fucking quarterback. And now, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We don't have a fucking quarterback again. Hopefully, hopefully, this time we could at least avoid going into a complete fucking tailspin. Hopefully. We shall see how that looks. But until then, this is Bleed Black and Gold. I'm Brandon Janeau. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week after the Tampa Bay game. Till then, who that?